Hi, everybody, and welcome to Digital Champions. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, where we get to speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today is Rachel Lindteigen from Etched Marketing. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I got to ask, Etched Marketing, tell us a little bit about the name and what you do there.
So what I do is focus on SEO, search engine optimization, and content marketing. Etched just kind of came to us when we were trying to figure out the name and going through all the different ideas, and it just came. And it's like, you want things that are etched. You want it to be higher quality, a little classier. You want something that's going to last. And I want to create content that's going to connect with customers, that's going to last, and that's going to make a difference.
And share with us how you do that. What's the philosophy behind your approach to being able to do that?
So my philosophy is that SEO, or search engine optimization, should actually be the foundation of all content that you create. Because when we use our SEO tools, we go through, we do keyword research, we identify what our customer is looking for, and then we create content that talks to them. We give them the exact content that they need, and then all we do is go through and do a little bit of optimization at the end to make sure it's easy for Google to understand what that content is as well. But it's all about creating content that is exactly what our customer needs, what they are searching for right now.
And so when your clients come to you, I can't imagine they're coming to you and they're saying, Rachel, I need more SEO, because people who are coming to a digital company like yours, they've heard the term, they know they need it, but they probably don't know that they need to lead with it. So is that really the issue, that you're finding that they're doing it, but they're just taking the wrong approach, or that they just don't even have it at all in their arsenal and you have to educate them about the importance of SEO?
So you hit on both. They either don't know that they need it, they had a website built and they feel that it's good because they have their website, so they're pretty sure they've done everything they need, or they've tried it and it's not worked, and now they're pretty sure it will not work for them. And whether it's a small business or a big business, almost every time it boils down to, if they've tried it and it didn't work, it's because their keyword strategy is off. They've chosen keywords that they can't rank for, and they're not aware of that. So that's a big part of what I do, is help people understand how to choose keywords that they can actually rank for, because that is the absolute core of our success when it comes to ranking higher on Google.
So tell us how you do that without giving too much of the secret sauce. I know you don't want to give too much secret sauce stuff away, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we look for is, what is the perfect keyword or the right keyword for this particular website or this particular page. So there are some rules. Google will only show your site 2 times for any given keyword, which means if you're using the same keyword across your entire website, every single page, you're actually hurting your opportunities to rank. And that's super common. I see a lot of people where their website is built by somebody and then optimized for them, and I'm using some air quotes, because they use the same keyword on every page. Then what we look at to figure out if we've got one we can rank for, what I generally recommend is to go to Google, like choose the keyword you're thinking about. Go to Google and look to see who's ranking on page 1 at the top of the page. You have to get on page 1 if you're going to get traffic. 99.7% of people never go to page 2. So I'm not being mean, but page 2 doesn't count. You have to be on page 1. And you need to be at the top, positions 1, 2, or 3, ideally, because 60% of all search traffic goes to positions 1, 2, and 3. About 37% of it goes to position 1. So go to Google, look at that term that you're considering. Who is showing up on page 1, more importantly in positions 1, 2, and 3? Are they like you, or are they really big brands? Are they people who are at the mall, or they're companies that you know because you can buy from them anywhere and everywhere? Are you looking at Etsy and Amazon and Nordstrom in your results? If so, you're really off base with the keyword that you're going after, and you need to look for something else. I go way in depth in this in my training classes, but that's probably the easiest way that you can start, is just see who's ranking for that term.
And before we let you go, we're running out of time, but I want to ask you this, because I can tell you deep dive in this topic every day. You know, we've heard so much about data analytics and the access to it going to be changing over the next couple of years. Where do you see any changes in SEO occurring in the digital space that folks should be aware of?
Oh, SEO has changed so much over the last decade. We're going to have continuing changes, but really at this point, the most important thing is focus on creating great content that is optimized for the search engine, that addresses your customers' needs, and really focus on that, and then building really good high quality links back to your website. Those are the two biggest things you can do. And then just get to know your Google Analytics information and dig in there, because every answer that you need is in GA.
In GA.
Google Analytics. It's
There
all
you go.
in the data.
Look, I was teeing you up, girl. I was letting you slam it, mic down, drop mic. She's out. Well, and you know, Rachel, I think what's great is that if you're trying to run a business and they've just listened to you, they realize I need to hire Rachel at Etched Marketing, because it sounds like what she's doing is a whole full-time job, and I've got a product to sell.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for joining us on Digital Champion today. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Oh, that was so great to talk to her. That's Rachel at Etched Marketing, and you can check out more of what she's doing on dailyadbrief.com. Maybe take one of her courses. Well, that's going to do it for us at Digital Champions. I'm your host, Charlene Shert. We hope you learned something. We'll see you next time.